My big question of the day is, do you, or does your doctor, for that matter, have a plan to properly treat your fibromyalgia? Now, I know that we'll go to the doctor and we'll get a diagnosis, maybe some type of treatment, right? And if you have fibromyalgia, that usually means that you're going to be prescribed some drug or maybe several drugs. Something for pain, maybe something for your tummy, something for headaches, potentially, something like an antacid, something along those lines, maybe an antidepressant as well. So maybe a whole cocktail of drugs. But then if these don't work, then they'll try something else. They'll try a different medication. And if that doesn't work, then, or if the effects of it wear off, as in your body habituates to it or gets used to the drug, then another drug is tried, right? That's kind of the method, right? The same may go for antidepressants, for digestion, etc. But is this really a plan? Is just trying different drugs an actual plan? Trying one thing and seeing if it works, and if not, then trying another. There really is no plan involved with this. This is basically an experiment. In a lot of cases, it's essentially a guessing game. Which one is going to work for this particular person? This is why we're not getting anywhere with a conventional approach to treating fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is just too complex for that. It deserves a bit more thought and a bit more strategy than to just throw things at it, like throwing darts blindfolded at a dartboard. In fact, if you are suffering from fibromyalgia, you deserve a bit more thought, don't you? A bit more thought than, hey, let's try this and see if this works. Now, doing all these things in and of itself can be exhausting. Plus, the drugs themselves, one of the chief side effects of these drugs is fatigue, exhaustion. And then trying all these different things, doing one thing and after another over the years is emotionally exhausting, isn't it? And in fibromyalgia, you have a lot of different types of pains. And I'm talking about the pains only, not the other symptoms. That you've got pains that occur in the morning, some that are in the afternoon, some that are sharp, some that are dull. And each of these pains deserves a unique approach and a proper way to treat them. Not just, let's see if this drug works, right? Now, when we take someone on who is suffering with fibromyalgia, our plan is extraordinarily clear. We know that you have sharp pains, you've got some burning pains, some heavy pains, wandering pains. We know you've got fatigue, probably some headaches, and a whole variety of other things. So we've designed an approach that takes all of these variables into account, not just saying like, okay, let's try this or let's try that. So when we first begin, we start looking at stage one. I've been over this numerous times. Stage one, we're looking at the immune system, right? So we look at these wandering pains and some of the swelling to go down before even heading into stage two. So we're targeting a very specific category of pain. And often in this stage, we'll often see a lot of the neck discomfort go away. And with that, a lot of the headaches will disappear. Then when we move into stage two, we're looking more into the digestive system. We start to look for these heavy type pains to go away. Usually a lot of the fatigue will go with that as well. People will report that their blood sugar starts to level off. Maybe if they have excess weight, some of that starts to go away as well. And brain fog really starts to clear. And these are our measures. These are the things that we're looking for before we move on, before we decide to trudge forward into the next pathomechanism, into the next stage. And then we head into stage three. We're specifically looking at burning pains, muscle tightness, nervy type pains, something I've described numerous times, having to do with stress, cortisol, dysregulated nitric oxide in the body. So you can see how important this is. And with stage three, we often find that sleep gets better. And of course, then fatigue starts to get better as well, right? If there are still headaches, they basically get mopped up with stage three and stage four, if they haven't already gone with stage one. And then by the time we finally get into the fourth stage, we're mostly just left with minor aches from old injuries or old sharp pains. Or maybe pains and stiffness that you'll find more in the morning because the blood is thicker in the mornings. You see, this is an approach that addresses multiple body systems and multiple types of pain. We're looking at specific types of pain with each stage, not just saying, okay, we're treating pain. No, we're treating actual signals that the body is telling us, hey, there's something wrong here. It's not just turning off or temporarily turning off a pain signal with a drug. That's like hitting a snooze bar on an alarm, right? And if you keep doing this over and over again, eventually you didn't wake up and now you're late for work and maybe now you lost your job because you didn't get up in time, because you kept hitting the snooze bar. That's what these drugs are doing. It's a lot like fibromyalgia. Just cutting off a pain signal is like turning off an alarm a buzzing alarm that your body has telling you, hey, something is wrong and something needs to be done to fix this. Just taking something to mask it is not eliminating the problem at all. If you just keep shutting it off, just keep turning off that pain signal with a drug, eventually you're going to lose your job, right? Eventually there's going to be some damage, or some function of the body is going to gradually get lost, and it's going to make it even more difficult to repair because now it's damaged from turning that alarm clock off over and over again. And this is also why these drugs stop working. Maybe they worked a little bit initially and they gave you relief, but hey, it was just an alarm clock. It was just telling you there's something wrong. The drug is not meant to be taken for years and years at a time because it's not a solution. It is a temporary fix. And you don't deserve to be written off with a drug and told that you know isn't good for you, that you know there's tons of side effects with, that you know is going to cause you pain and fatigue in the long term. You don't deserve to be told that it's all in your head because we know for a fact that it's not. You really deserve an approach, an intelligent approach to treating fibromyalgia, an approach that gives respect to your body and it heals your body from the inside out. Thanks for tuning in today, everybody. I know this is a very hard-hitting subject, but it's an important one, and you really deserve to know the truth of these things and the truth of what's going on.